morning everybody. Today we are in Somerset, we're in Taunton to walk the Two Counties Way, a 56-mile walk as you can see on the signpost up here. From here in Taunton through to Starcross. Today is day one, we'll be doing around 25 miles through to Tiverton where I've got my accommodation already booked and already staying in, this is where I come from this morning. So yeah, nice little pathway to start. Just follow the river Taunton now until we end up deviating off into other footpaths, but let's see what the day brings. Lovely weather to start with, can't complain as long as it stays like this. We'll be hunky-dory. Let's get this done, shall we? So we're walking along the river Taunton at the moment. Nice, good, gentle start. Pathways reasonably decent. More of a cycle track really. But this is my first walk of 2025. We're more of a preparation walk. Obviously I've got a lot more walking planned this year, but what a better way to start, obviously with the weather as it is. Sun's coming up, and obviously being in Somerset and obviously going through to Devon, it's going to be very, very, very nice. So come along and enjoy the ride really. My plan probably for this year is to get the Yorkshire Three Peaks and the Cleveland Way out the way with this year. Potentially some other walks, but we'll see. Time will tell on that, especially with annual leave, so I'll leave you to that. But yeah, going's good. Nice little path now all the way to the park and ride at the Silk Mill, and then we'll head off obviously onto some footpath then on towards the rest of the river Taunton. So just to my right here is Fairwater Freight Yard, one of the bigger freight yards. I'm just currently on a nice gentle path now, we're nearly at one of the main roads before then we split off. We kind of follow the Western Way for the first part of the morning, and then obviously we deviate off and onto the Grand Western Canal, which is most of today's walk to be fair, but obviously the pathing along there is a lot of gravel and tarmac, so feet won't be great under that, but we'll take it. It's better than being in bog, as I've been in quite a lot of that over the last few years, and it's awful to get your feet into that. But yeah, so far very nice weather indeed. So we're now just passing Roughmore Farm, nice farm track road now. Gone from being on path to farm track path to farm track path, but yeah, follow this now all the way to the park and ride at Silks Moor, where my bus ironically went past. But oh well, we'll take the wins, we'll take the losses. But I think today's weather is my biggest win if it stays like this. Onwards we go. Our first turnstile of the day. That's an easy one though. We're now in a community woodland. So walk through this then and we rejoin the river then further up, so on we go. Just about 2 miles in, we've got open fields all around. Beautiful scenery from either end. Got peaks in front of me, to the right, to the left, and beautiful sunshine behind me. Beautiful. Nice and peaceful. Obviously not a lot of people seem to walk this, and obviously this is the first YouTube video that you'll probably be able to find as well on this way walk, because looking at YouTube there was nothing, and I thought, well, why not put something for people to watch that if they want to do something like this they can. You know, people walk, you know, West Island Way, which obviously I'm doing next year, is my plan, but people don't look at the other little walks in between, and they're not documented, and then people miss out and don't know what to expect. So I hope you can get something out of this and then go and do this walk or any other one I seem to do that's audacious as the channel name suggests. But go out and do it. You know, on a day like this, I got lucky with the weather. Last night it absolutely hammered it down. It's supposed to be dry today and tomorrow. I don't know about Friday. Well, I'll take it as it comes. You've just got to get lucky with weather, lucky with the terrain, and lucky with everything really. But more importantly, be lucky where you are, because you know, people really do mistreat this planet, and obviously they mistreat a lot of the nice beauty spots we do get, and it ruins it for the minority, because the majority don't know how to pick up litter after themselves. Noticed that last week as well. Whilst up in the Peak District, people leaving litter pick it up after yourself. Take it, if you're going to bring it, take it back with you. But apart from that, just power through these fields now until we get towards Bradford-on-Tone. So let's see how we go on that then, shall we? Nice little bridge here. Also with a river here. Nice. Fields, river. Absolutely top notch. Absolutely top notch this. Can't argue at all with this. So far, I think we're about 3.5 miles in. Easy. Ground's a bit wet, obviously, with last night's rain, but nothing that I can't handle. Anyone, to be fair. It's not the worst path I've walked on, and I've been on worse path, and this is far from it. But yeah, just walking along riverfront now. It's all the way. It's path the map saying go inward, but there's no path. But if you just follow the river, you're absolutely sorted. Can't go wrong. It's going to reach you to Bradford-on-Tone anyway, because that's where the river ends up anyway. So, oh well. Never mind. Nearly went wrong way then. Mine just set on this farm track path and didn't notice the footpath that was on my left, which is the footpath. I only realised very quickly when it said no right of way or public access. So I'm on the right way now. Just climbed my first wooden turnstile of the day. Still following obviously the river into Bradford-on-Tone. Should be there shortly. It's just one big straight long field now, as you can see, all the way. So yeah, not bad going this. Not bad at all. Well, nearly at Bradford-on-Tone. Nice little waterfall here. Just out of nowhere. Obviously I'm following that now into Bradford-on-Tone, but you know, absolute scenes. Can't see, you know, top of the hills. Clouds just dipping over it, but hey, as long as the clouds on top of those hills and away from me, I ain't got a care in world. So yeah, should be about 5 minutes if that into Bradford-on-Tone. So I'll see you there. Treacherous paths, my lord. Treacherous paths. Like why? But anyhow, I'll get round it. Well, I'm now just on the outskirts of the lovely village of Bradford-on-Tone. Got just the bridge behind me. Bit of road walking now. Get a bit of gravel under my feet, but well, the downside is there's no path, so this is going to be interesting. Let's take care, shall we? So after that very short, treacherous road, I'm now leaving Bradford-on-Tone. I just left Bradford Bridge. Just met up with a few hikers who have walked this way, and they said it's a very nice walk to do, so hopefully that pushes onto this video for you to watch. Got a bit of road walking now to East Ninehead, and then we turn left then back towards the River Tone. We're going to be crossing the railway, probably a bit short than I thought, so hopefully a foot crossing, which will be interesting. So I'll take you on my journeys. Let's have a nosy, shall we? So now leaving the village of East Ninehead, now making our way towards the village of Tone, which is just north of Wellington, so not too far to go now for Tone. Then we start to join then bits of canal, bits of towpath. Easy going really. This road's been perfect, even with it being narrow. Not many cars. That's what you like to see, not many cars. Onwards and upwards. So we're now at the lift of the Grand Western Canal, not Great, Grand. This is where the canal originally started. Where I'm meeting it further up is where it now does, obviously when I get on the towpath, because at the moment I'm not on the towpath. But yeah, this is the lift that used to take the water up and over, basically. So nice little area this, just outside of East Ninehead and on the outskirts of Taunton, which is only a mile away. So let's go. Just coming over the lift, just noticing this, and then obviously if you can just make out there, that to me looks like an old railway line for how it's been laid out, obviously with the tree line and then obviously tunnel and stuff like that. Want to find out, I'll have a nosy. But at least the sun's come back out as I've started talking, that's fun. Ironically right next to railway now, next to the main line now towards Exeter and stuff, so, and Tiverton for that matter. Yeah, it's just through the trees there, so should be there shortly in the lovely village of Taunton. Well, I've reached the little village of Taunton, just north of Wellington, about 8.5 miles in now. Long drug now along the canal, remains more or less to the towpath now. Not really any villages we go through of sort. If we do, I'll obviously tell you. But yeah, welcome to Taunton. So, as I was saying towards the start, the reason why I'm doing this is I'm obviously trying to get myself broken in for the year. Obviously did a walk last week on the Deane Way on day one, just to kind of break me in for this really. Obviously got a little pull on my muscle from that, managed to somehow recover for today within a couple of days, so I'm happy with that. But as I say, with the walks I've got planned, there's a lot planned this year. Not all of it will be videoed. The main ones you'll see are Yorkshire Three Peaks, Cleveland Way. There's a charity walk I've got obviously in end of June, which is in the Yorkshire Dales, but the rest of them you'll see clips and stuff going forward where I will put the odd walk in here and there. I am trying to plan another one in the summer bank holiday, so keep your eyes peeled for that, because it's going to be around the Peak District. But overall, like I say, with this at the moment, it just failed. I'm on the remains of the old canal at the moment. This is brilliant, this is perfect. But some of the terrain I've done, obviously Deane Way I've done, it's nothing this compared to that. This is really easy. Nice little day out. You can split this into 4 to 5 days with me obviously going to a football game on the Saturday, as you can see, Huddersfield Town. I decided to split this into 3 days. It's a long day today to Tiverton, which is obviously 25 mile. Tomorrow, which is to Exeter, 20, and then to Starcross, nice short day, 12 miles. But you can split this into shorter chunks if you want. But being 56 mile, 25 miles is nothing compared to what you do in the Deane Way. If you can do that, you can definitely should be able to do this. Easy this, pathwise. It's now turning from a muddy bog to gravel. Great, brilliant. But weather, like I say, is another key, and so far weather has been perfect. Bit of a breeze here and there, in and amongst the trees, plenty of things to see, and it's just nice being in the country, especially in Somerset as well. Obviously walking into Devon as well into tomorrow, so that'll be interesting, finishing in Devon. And obviously Starcross, I'll include the boat trip across to Exmouth as well as part of this, so you can have a nosy of what that's like if you are thinking of going for accommodation in Exmouth instead of Exeter, or if you're going for somewhere to have a drink. Maybe, I don't, but if that tickles your boat, pardon the pun. But yeah, I think going forward I'd like to hear your recommendations as well, obviously for any walks that come up. So obviously this year, next and year after, I've got a lot planned myself, but if you've got any ones I can probably chuck in last minute, I'm all ears. Got a lot on my list. Obviously, I've got a few in Europe. Not going to spoil the surprise. That will be a case of I'll do it and you'll find out. Hint: it's very, very hilly, but you'll enjoy it, and so will I, for that matter. But no, part of this now. It's following literally the West Deane Way. That's all I've been following all day this morning, and another freaking turnstile with the West Deane Way. You follow that, and then it turns into the Grand Western Canal. But yeah, I'll leave you here then. We've just passed the village of Higher Wellisford. We're now on our way towards the canal towpath on the Western Canal. Shouldn't be too long. Should be a mile, if anything, 2 at a push. But yeah, it's got a little bit of road walking, if not canal towpath walking, just to make life a little easier. See how the day goes though. It's getting warm now, I can feel it, but sun hat will be out shortly, I think. We'll see. Let's go. So just left that farm, and the path is saying turn right through this picket fence. So I've gone through the picket fence to find a tree in front of me that you can't get round. The path I can see on the other side of this water here, but you can't get round it. So there's a farm track just to the left. Obviously you walk down it anyway to get to that turnstile. Just keep walking down it and it'll take you to the same road you're supposed to get across anyway. That's just poor, that. It's signposted, obviously it's the path, but you can't get around it. It's not like it's snapped tree. The tree has grown around the path. It's just not been maintained very well. So farmer was fine. We'd be going down obviously the track road, so I'll take that as a win. Ever since leaving Taunton, the path has got from being okay, just gradually got worse. I've just had to climb under a tree because the tree is that grown, you can't even get below it enough with your bag on. You've got to take your bag off and then duck down. It's awful in some areas, but it opened up a bit now after that little section. So it shouldn't be too far, hopefully, touch wood, from the start of the towpath then, and that towpath will just take me all the way to Tiverton then. Won't be having to detour off any other path, which would be nice. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, it's warm now. Hat on, top off. Nice thin layer now. Just speaking to some locals around in the area, because I'm literally sat on a couple of steps at the moment. I'm a mile away, it seems, from the towpath, so not far from that. If I get on that, it's a straight run all the way to Tiverton then, and feet will feel a little better probably getting on that, because that's been absolute bog trying to get through that. So soon I should have proper gravel path, all being well. But yeah, literally sat, as you can see, on a set of stairs overlooking a main road. So I'm gonna set off I think now, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, this canal is long, I'll have to put it that way, but just met a local who lives in Tiverton, absolute sound guy. Now, having a proper good chat really cheered me on that to finish these last 10 or so miles to finish. This is an absolute amazing walk, this. Honestly, I think getting to this towpath is where you then start feeling like you've actually achieved something, because then you know you're not far, it's one big stretch to go. But yeah, loving it. Hard, but like you can see all here, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, peaceful, and the water is clear. I repeat, clear. So I'm enjoying it, yeah. So we're just on the outskirts of Westley. We're not too far from Sanford Peveril, which I plan, hopefully, to get some food. Don't know if there's a pub or anything I can have. I've obviously got food with me, but I just want to get a drink, cool, nice cool drink. But little streams like this, it's amazing. Next to nobody on the canal, that I don't mind. Plenty of ducks. I think there's even a swan there, but ayo. But yeah, it's really, really nice, this. Nice, gentle on the feet. The canal's not too rocky. Yeah, sleeping swan just behind me. Oh yeah, it's really nice, this. Well, what can I say? I come here for the fun, and the fun has now got me. So yeah. So we're now passing the village of Ashford. Very literally, I think it's a church, if that, just on my right here. We're literally not far from Sanford Peveril now. Should be just a couple of more bridges, and then we're there. I have a nice well-earned break, because that's been a long couple of miles, at least 3 miles on this so far. Another 7 or so to probably to go after this. But yeah, overall, very, very nice. Sun's trying to keep out, but also trying to keep going back in, but I don't mind it. It's just all this gravel under my feet, it's killing my feet now, but oh well, it is what it is. Let's do it. So now leaving Sanford Peveril, which is just next to Tiverton Parkway railway station. Now, obviously, just less than 7 miles now, but obviously we're leaving now the village. Really nice little area. I would have gone into the Globe Inn, which is the pub in Sanford Peveril, but I want to get my feet on the floor and get this sorted now and done. Obviously only less than 3 hours to go. I can get chilled out later, have a drink when I get finished. That's the plan. Yeah, nice walk ahead. Isn't this beautiful? Onwards. Our first view of a canal boat. That's taken only about 4 or 5 miles into this canal walk. Bloody hell. Thought to see one a bit earlier than this, but oh well. The Lion Star would have been the small one. Interesting. And then the other one's called Jennifer. Nice. Nice little area this. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Across on top of the bridge. Well, may I be blessed to walk under this. Anyway, let's go. So just over the top there is Halberton. We skirt right around the edge of this. We don't actually go into it, but there is a pub, a shop, if you're wanting to get anything, obviously, in a cafe as well. So one to stop off at if you're wanting to just have a last minute stop before you do the final push then for Tiverton. But for me, it's onwards. Let's get this round this bend and get this sorted. Be nice to get on the last approach then for Tiverton. Horse-drawn narrowboat. That's a first. I thought I might see it at some point today. It's a good job I got to see it today. That was really nice, that. We're looking at about 1.75 miles now for the finish. Had a very quick pit stop just before that bridge. Needed that. Feel a little bit more refreshing now. Just finished this last mile off. About 50 minutes. Looking at about slap on 10 hours today. I'll be happy with that. Set off at just after 6 this morning. So just about 10 hours that in total. That's a very, very good day, that. Overall, happy. Weather's been brilliant. It's got cooler now, which is helpful. But let's get through this last little bit now and get into Tiverton. And I've reached the basin in Tiverton. This is the end of the Grand Western Canal. What a day. Just a short walk now to the hotel and I'll be done for the day. But what a long, about 11 mile along the canal, 10, 11 mile long that. But overall, absolutely stunning. The second sign of today. It'll take until I've got to Tiverton. Would have been nice to have had a bit more signage on that, but overall, following what I've had today, it's not been too bad. But yeah, 2 counties way, this way. I think this is where I'm going to leave you for the day. End of day 1 on the 2 counties way. About 26 mile I'd say done. And I'll give you a look of the sheep. Yeah, difficult day today. But overall, very exciting. I enjoyed that. Tomorrow, obviously, heading to Exeter. It should be around about a 20 mile day. Should be bit more technical in areas, but nothing I can't handle. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.